What's up, everybody? Eddie here, and welcome back to King's Court. You know, I got my 1776 shirt, of course, rocking it like a true patriot. But I'm just trying to act like I'm in a good mood right now because not everything's okay right now. Not for the Clippers, and not for any fans for the Clippers. Cause let's just jump right into it, shall we? I'm so fed up with Paul George only showing up whenever he wants to. And look, I hear a lot of Clipper fans, I hear a lot of NBA fans saying that Paul George deserves some leeway because he showed up in the fourth quarter when it matters. But if you know me, I'm sick and tired of that narrative. I don't care if you're so garbage for 3 quarters. I don't care if you wait. Let me start that again. Actually, let's continue. I don't care if you're garbage for 3 quarters. And I certainly don't care if you make it all up in the fourth, where it matters. I do not care if you play so good for 3 quarters and you suck in the last one. You're in the playoffs. You are a superstar. All star for sure. Superstar. I still believe Paul George is a superstar. I mean, that's what we're paying him. That's what he's worth. But if you're not gonna show up for 4 quarters in a game, a playoff game at that, in the semifinals of the Western Conference Finals, of course you should get criticism. I don't care. I'm not about that. Oh, you showed up in the fourth quarter. You did your thing. Everything's okay. No, I'm sick of that. I think everyone should just uh, get over that narrative because it's not something that we should be feeding players. I don't think it's okay for someone to walk up in the game, suck for a majority of it, and then be good by scoring 10 points in the final minutes. In any sport, football, basketball, anything, I expect you as a superstar to play efficiently and effectively for the entire game, not 12 minutes. That's what I got to say about Paul George. Look, I still believe he's going to show out. I still believe he's going to crack out of his goddamn mentality, but I'm just over that. I think he should already step up his game. Last season in the playoffs, it should have meant something to him by now. I think he should get over it. Stop playing so small and play big. Yeah, Kawhi didn't have a great game either, but at least I could rely on him. I could rely on him driving and scoring. I could rely on him on his mid-range jumpers. When he shoots a shot from the three, yeah, I feel confident he's gonna make it because I know he's not afraid to shoot the shot. That's the difference between the two. I know Kawhi is giving it his all. I know Kawhi is tired, and I know Kawhi is doing his thing out there. PG, would it kill you to have a 30-point game? Now to move on from PG. Now I of course had the Utah Jazz winning the game anyway. I didn't think the Clippers were gonna stay in it for so long. I didn't think they were gonna have a huge lead, and I certainly didn't think Boogie was gonna have an impact, even if it was just 6 minutes, or what was it, 9 minutes in the game, fouling out and never coming back after 3 fouls. Yeah, that was crazy to me. I would have liked to see him later in the game. I would have liked to see him give Zubats a bit of a rest, and also certainly when Nick Batum wasn't doing too good on defense, I would have liked to have seen DeMarcus Cousins again. But one name I just could not stand to read on my screen from the back of their jersey is Rondo. Rondo, I was so upset with the way he was playing. Yeah, he's the ball handler. He was passing when he was trying to dish it to Kawhi in his spaces, but was he really working? Was he really working on defense, especially on defense? I don't remember any runs where Rondo was in the game and the Clippers were doing well, apart from that one DeMarcus Cousins sequence. Everyone blew that up, but it didn't go anywhere after that. Rondo shouldn't have played so much. Luke Kennard should have had way more minutes than Rondo. Terrence Mann should have had more minutes than Rondo. I mean, you have Paul George, Kawhi dribbling the ball down the court anyway. What was Rondo doing? He just takes it up half court and then, okay, what is he doing now? What did he shoot? One air ball? I was disgusted. Now, granted, he might have played so much because Reggie Jackson was in foul trouble early. But he scored only 9 points yesterday. And yes, I see why he was benched. But did you have to play that risk for so long? He has three more to foul out. Why not just take a chance? Take the chance. Was he hot? No, but if I see Reggie Jackson open versus Rondo open, who do you think I want to shoot the ball? That's the difference between the two. Reggie Jackson has shown up this playoffs run. I haven't seen Rondo show up in any game. I think, what was it? His worst was game 4 and 5 of the Maverick series. I don't want to see him get too many minutes, man. I don't think he should be getting too many minutes. I maybe would have liked to see Beverly instead, at least for the sheer annoyingness. Maybe he could get a steal or two, a stop. Anything would have worked better than Rondo on the floor. Rondo played way too many minutes in my eyes, and I hope Tyronn Lue does something about that, because he shouldn't have been on the floor too long. It did not work. It did not work for me, and I think a lot of fans in Clipper Nation would agree. Anyway, I'm done talking about that game. Let's just move on to the next one. Hopefully they take care of business there. I still have the Clippers in 5. And we also have the Hawks being dominated by the 76ers. The 1776ers. I expected it. I told you all it was going to happen. I still have the Sixers in 5. The Hawks just came out hot. Yes, they have the better shooters from the perimeter. They have streaky shooters, but they were going to flame out. And I knew it was going to happen. I knew Ben Simmons was going to step up. I knew Tybal. Damn, I forgot his first name. But Tybal, he stepped it up. Danny Green did some stuff. And Joel Embiid monster game, right? It's exactly what I was expecting. I don't know how serious his injury is, but it's not bugging him too much, right? He put up his numbers, and I expect him to do it again. So I don't have much to say about this series because I expect the 76ers to close it out early and quick. Now there's some debate on whether some players should return and make a huge impact on the teams that are still remaining. Obviously, Monte Morris for the Nuggets, Mike Conley for the Jazz. I guess we could have done that for Joel Embiid, but it works sometimes. So let's just leave it at that for now. And hold on. Sorry for the interruption, but let's carry on. And let's just move on to the series tonight. Denver versus the Suns, Phoenix Suns. It didn't look too good for Denver last game. Even though Jokic may have some sort of impact in tonight's game. MVP game and all that stuff. But as Charles Barkley mentioned it in the last TNT coverage, he said when you win MVP, you try a little too hard. I don't expect Jokic to perform that way. I don't think it's in his character to be doing that. So I think he's still going to have a monster game and probably still be the best player on the floor. And Phoenix as a team is going to outmatch him. Denver, here's the thing with Denver. The only way they're going to win the game is if they keep the Suns from scoring too much. Now, I know how that sounds. It sounds dumb. But I mean it in the sense that you got to keep the Suns about on a 40 to 35% field goal percentage and limit their threes. I think that's the only way they're going to win any game in this series because Phoenix is just too hot. They're too good. They they got this far by playing team ball. They're not uh, a Mavericks with a Doncic-led team. They're not a Denver with a Jokic-led team. These guys are legit, and Chris Paul has a thing or two to do with it. And that's where I think the series is gonna go. If the if the Suns don't if the Suns grow cold, then the Nuggets will definitely come back with it. But that's all I got to say for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to this. We're still growing. Hopefully, you guys are the people that get this ball rolling, so to speak. All right. As I said, that's all I have to say. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for listening.